Apex fans, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Which one would you like first? The good news? Well, great. I know you picked the bad news because it's always classic and cliche to do so, which is why I decided to go the opposite way. Plenty to dive into and discuss in today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends news related. I've got to be honest with you, this is probably one of the more big news videos that I've made in quite some time regarding the actual weight of the news that we're talking about. It's not about just some random topics. It's actually pretty interesting stuff here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing I wanted to mention here, thank you to that Apex Pro for tagging me in this over on Twitter. You guys may and know and probably love the infamous leaker and someone who's done a lot of stuff with Thornton Smash as well. We've seen a lot of these videos and leaks come out around the same time. Certified Apex Legends leaker, sometimes, according to Mr. Oz over on Twitter. And this is basically an indication that solos mode coming back in Apex Legends, implying that this obviously would be true. So being that this is a leak, of course be skeptical about it. Of course don't take this to the bank quite yet, but I will say that these guys that have been doing this are very trustworthy. Most of their stuff has been true, or at least has come true. And as someone who very much so enjoyed the solos mode in the past, I was pretty excited when I saw this stuff. So Oz basically tweeted this out saying basically solos mode is coming back, implying that this would be true. And the source that he was getting this from was Mr. Stake or Mr. Steak. I'm not sure how this guy pronounces his name, but he's only followed by the infamous leakers that are in the scene. So you've got your R5 Reloaded people, your Garrett Leaks, your iLoot Games, your AG420s. And the tweet that he had originally made basically said, "Are you ready to rumble?" In season 17, Apex Legends introduces Rumble mode, which is a 60-player free-for-all mode with no squads, no abilities, no loadouts, and no rules. Spawn with a random weapon and consumables and fight in a chaotic and random map, and the last one standing will be the winner. So it's like a Royal Rumble, but technically it's like Battle Royale, but it's like solos mode, but there's no abilities. It's not traditional Apex Battle Royale. And although I will say this sounds exciting, it is kind of funny that the leaker bot also said they will do anything but bring back the classic solos mode that a lot of people seem to have loved. And Oz even responded, said, "Looks like 3 years of me constantly lowballing in Apex servers where I got banned from, but to make solos but we play as dummies without abilities are finally paying out," again implying that this would be true. And you can see right here the Rumbles features that Oz posted would be: in Rumble, you're on your own. There's no squads, no teammates, no respawns, and no mercy. You can only rely on yourself, your skills, and your luck. There's no abilities, basically saying in Rumble you can't use your Legends abilities. Instead, you can find use of various consumables that grant you temporary buffs, debuffs, or effects. Some examples of the consumables are a stem, which increases your movement speed and helps your regeneration, and also increases your damage taken and lowers your vision. You also have a cloak mode, which allows you to make for some invisible short duration, but also silences your weapons and footsteps. An EMP also disables your electronics and shields and nearby enemies, but also damages yourself and alerts them of your location. A berserk and a swap, other things to include in this, but it also says there's no loadouts. Basically you get spawned with a random weapon, all kind of a random stuff go on, but there's ricochet, there's explosive, incendiary, smart stuff, disruptor rounds, I guess. No rules as well. In Rumble anything can happen, they say. The map, the ring, the loot, the anomalies, the wildlife, the consumables, and all are basically randomized and shuffled every single match, creating a unique, chaotic experience every time. You never know what to expect, so be ready for anything. Now, obviously, this is a very detailed leak, which makes me think this is most likely coming. And honestly, with all of the fans that have been requesting solos mode to come back, I would not be surprised if EA recognized, look, let's give the fans what they want, because it looks like, according to season 16, they spend money when they're happy, or when they get features that they're excited about, they're going to spend money. So why wouldn't EA do that? I've actually been pleasantly surprised with this season, as they've been adding a lot of really fun stuff and new modes to play. And I think that it's obviously made the fans more excited. Therefore, they're more likely to spend their money and buy some stuff. This is probably going to be one of the biggest, selling monetization years for EA with Apex Legends. So I honestly could see this being true, and especially knowing who it's coming from, it would not surprise me at all. And it seems like a very detailed leak that this more than likely could be true. I would be very, very happy if they allowed this to happen. But surprisingly, there were some people in the comments saying things like this: "This is horrible if it's true. They always find a way to give you what you want, but then mess it up. Why would I want to play solos but not character specific, and then spawn with a random weapon. Like literally, if they did this regular and had RNG or let you pick up your loadout, it would be perfect. I can kind of see where he's coming from. You know, the same concept with the next gen updates. Like they bring the thing that's good, but they messed the one part up. They didn't bring 120 FPS. Like they add something really good, but there's like one backdraw to it, and it kind of ruins the whole vibe of it. But me personally, I think I can get past this. And I think, of course, everybody would want to see classic solos mode. But I don't know. I also said a couple weeks ago that like if I know that my only two options were to get this or nothing at all, of course I would choose this. Like, of course, on paper, I want classic solos. But if there's no option in the world to get it, of course, I would rather have this than nothing at all. For all of you players out there that have really been looking for solos mode to return, let me know what you guys are thinking of that down below. Now for the bad news. The Apex Legends hackers have really found a way to ruin our entire lives. Like there's a brand new hack of something that they have found out how to do, and it's going to be pretty insane if this gets widespread, because it's already happening to your Twitch streamers. And of course, people are making clips about it as well. And this is back towards like the Toofy days, kind of torturing streamers. Like they can really target people that they want to mess with. And it makes like playing that much more frustrating, because it's not just like, oh, he cheated, he wall hacked, he was aimbotting, whatever. It's more of like a frustrating, you know, infuriating situation of not being able to control your own body and your own movements. So this was coming from G Dolphin, and basically he said that hackers have now found a way that forces the opponents to reload their weapons on hit. So every time they take a little bit of damage, it forces them to reload their weapons. And you guys can see from this clip on screen now, every time he seems to get shot, the reload is forced. Take a look at this clip.
Oh, bro.
Hello?
To go real quick.
50.
Bro. No.
Bro, I have to reload.
I have my guns are reloading. What the f is this?
Me too. We have it all. What the hell is this? My guns
are they cheating?
Reloading. Wait, yeah, they're cheating. They dropped my ammo. Wait, yeah, they're cheating.
So yeah, pretty crazy stuff, obviously, but it wasn't just that as well. It seems that there's some glitches in the game that we also have to worry about. And this was a headline of an article. I saw this from Kyle Rendo. It's actually hilarious if this is true. But apparently there's a new glitch in the game for Apex Legends fans that are leaving them stuck in Lifeline's giant inflatable booty that is on the map. I know the writers of this article literally saw this headline from a mile away and just cashed in on their opportunity. Just as we close out the video, I wanted to get you guys' opinions about this conversation between senior producer at Respawn Entertainment for Apex Legends and Dr. Disrespect. Basically, Dr. Disrespect had this big tweet regarding gaming these days with 40,000 likes, saying, in my 7 years of streaming, I don't think in the industry has ever been worse than it is right now. It's just so uninspiring. Where are all the good online games at? Josh Medina retweeted basically saying that the biggest change that we've had in all of this time is how games are now consumed. There's lots of good gaming experiences out there, but almost none are able to hold creators for a very long time because of all the competition to make content and speed at which content is blown through. Also, maybe I just think we're old at this point. I think it's a kind of fair point now that every game is like a live service game and there's always content updates and events and stuff, rather than a new game being released and is just kind of left for little bug fix updates every now and then. It's a super competitive market, and especially since Battle Royale is still kind of the wave. There's a bunch of Battle Royales out there that are all competing for the top spot. I mean, Warzone, Fortnite, Apex are all still up there, fighting for this whole Battle Royale stage of who's going to be the most relevant. When people quit Apex Legends, they end up going to another Battle Royale. So I think a lot of people know, in order to stay relevant, we've got to keep people on our Battle Royale game, because obviously those are the biggest competition of games. So I'm interested to know what you guys think down in the comment section below about all the topics in today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related. And until the next time, I'll see you later, Gators.